Peebles and Montrose, the only worthwhile places in Scotland in terms of towns. In that sea, oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you see his stripes but you know he's clean. What a Okay, so why we've come to Peebles is to come to this park. Isn't it great? Look at lots of green space. As you see in the distance there possibly, there is swings and stuff. So yeah, this is the reason we came, isn't it, Simon?
Yep, we've driven however many miles it is, an hour and 45 minutes down the road to come to Peebles to, you know, have a look at this wee park on the south side of town.
Hey. Right, so there's the park from before, and apologies to anyone that was actually genuinely excited to see our video of being in the park. But as you can see, we're actually that close to the Neidpath Tunnel. It's literally just right across. There's a wee bridge over there, really easy to get to, yet there's not really the impression anyone around here actually knows where it is, because you never see people come through it, and it's never been blocked off. You know, most places it'd be like, oh no, there's kids nearby in the park, we've got to close that off. So that's really quite cool, I think.
It makes it special to have this structure so close to the edge of a town like this is.
Yeah.
And to be completely open and free for the public to use as they wish. I think most people go follow the top path there, but, you know, we're more adventurous than that.
Yeah. I remember once we went in with no torches. We did it like men, but it's perfectly safe, so in we go.
Okay, so due to a sound error, we're having to re-record the voice for this scene, so if the voices don't quite match up what we're looking at, then that's why.
Yep, turns out my new camera, which I partially bought for doing videos, is not very good at doing videos, as you'll probably see from the rest of the clip, so I'm a bit miffed about that. Anyway, back to the focus of this clip, the Neidpath Tunnel.
Which at this point we've just come in the eastern portal, and we're having a look. I think at this point we were discussing the lining in that it's brick around the arch, but masonry along the sides. The tunnel itself is 600 yards in length. The beginning 150 yards are curved, which is what we're walking around just now, and the final 450 yards are dead straight. And when you do get around the corner, which should be in a second or two on here, then you'll see the light from the other side, but it is still quite a long way away at that point, making the tunnel feel shorter than it actually is if you walk it in this direction. Other interesting things to note is that everybody's good railway related friend Tommy B was partly responsible for this tunnel's construction, so I've read somewhere, although I can't seem to find that source to verify it.
Remains one of the few things they didn't tear down once they knew that Tommy B was involved in it, which I'm glad. And it has stood the test of time, unlike many of his other works. Now we're looking at a bit of plyboard that wasn't there before.
Yeah, that looks like it's been put in since we were last there last May, I think it was. There we go, the light has just appeared at the end, which is still, at that point it'll be about 470, 480 yards away. There is something else to mention. This tunnel, unlike most, has no refuges, and they've not been retrofitted like they have been in quite a lot of tunnels. That's looking a bit spalling. You can see the water coming through, and we're having a look there.
It's about 4 bricks.
4 bricks deep.
Yeah.
I actually quite like the footage there. It's come out quite nicely. You can really see the.
Well, the footage on my camera is excellent. It's high quality. It's just the sound is pish. So I'm going to get some microphones to hopefully enhance any future video experiences. Anyway, we're going to investigate one of the interesting features of this tunnel now. We call it the sort of Tunnel of Love.
Which is, well, since it's Valentine's Day, that seems the appropriate name to give it. And now this is the only thing close to a refuge in the tunnel, which is actually, what we think it is probably a workers' bothy. As in, it was somewhere for them to have their drinks, snacks or whatever whilst they were working on the construction of the tunnel or maintaining it during its active period.
Sorry about the focus there.
But as you can see, it's not especially pleasant on the inside, which is even more concerning when we actually go in. There we go.
There's Simon.
This bit's all unlined as well.
A lot of crap on the floor, oil drums.
And I think the key point here is that it's full of tea lights, and rather more alarmingly is a used condom, and there's actually a couple of used condom packets around there. Hence why we go with the tunnel of lovely. In fact, look at that at the top corner there. That's great. Yeah, I never noticed that at the time.
Yeah, there's tea lights all over the wall. So this is someone's idea of a romantic evening. Maybe they'll be back here tonight for Valentine's Day, but they must be suicidal. There's loads of sharp crap on the ground, and I think we were saying...
Yeah, the top bits. That's what I'm talking about right there, is how shocked it would be if you... So I'm just about tall enough to stand in there, but not quite.
So don't enjoy yourself too much while you're down there, otherwise you'll jump up and bang your head, and that'll be it. I wonder if anyone was actually conceived in this tunnel.
We just have to look for some kids that have been named after their conception point. Although why any parents would do that, I don't know.
I've got 4 kids: Chantel, Chelsea, Daz, and Neidpath.
Simon, how do you find the Neidpath Tunnel then? What's your...
It's a really good one, it's about 600 yards long. It gets pitch black.
Oh, no, none of that rubbish. What are you rating it out of 10?
Well, yeah, we don't do that. That's what Gavin and Roe do, that's not us.
Oh, come on. You know, give it a rating out of 10. Do the hands thing. Make the number pop out. You know, like they do.
That's just a video trick. They sit that in post-production. The number doesn't actually appear.
No, yes it does. I've seen them do it. They open their hands out pops a number. It's magic.
No, I don't believe you.
Okay, go.
What the fuck? Oh, 7 as well.
And here it is in all its impressive grandeur, taken from down here by the river... Tweed, yes. I was going to say the River Peebles because I didn't know what it was. It's a nice little cross architecture and these sort of pillars. And
the underside is quite interesting because of the way the brickwork kind of spirals around. That's what I like. We'll really go and get a closer shot of that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's walk towards the... what's it called again? The Peebles Viaduct? No. Neidpath Viaduct. I'm not very good with my place names today. When filming from here, it has a weird optical illusion. Like, it's just a nice sort of... It's got a weird sort of curve to it. I can't explain to it. It's just the way that the bricks are angled, and also the kind of the natural bend in the ridge too. Wonder if they had to use all kinds of trigonometry to work out how to do this. But it's of course ruined by your standard graffiti. So what's it saying? I can't really read it from here.
Come to drug your children.
Yes.
Which is not our intention.
We've come to drug your children. I wonder who wrote that. Maybe, who knows. Well, that was the Neidpath Tunnel, which is pretty good, I think you'll all agree, but Simon has promised one even better. It's called the Eshiels Tunnel. Now, it's just, I don't know, a couple of miles past Peebles there, but it's not quite as long as the Neidpath here, but I heard it's the most fascinating tunnel you'll ever see in Scotland, so I can't wait.
I actually kind of feel sorry for this wee tunnel. And it's been buried at one point, then reopened, but it kind of looks like you're about to crack your head off the side of it when you're coming in.
It's pretty lame though.
What do you mean pretty lame? This place is amazing. This is what we came here to see.
Oh, no, we're going to the Eshiels Tunnel. This is just something on the way.
This is the Eshiels.
This is the Eshiels Tunnel.
This is indeed the Eshiels Tunnel.
It's not even its shit. You said it was going to be better than the Neidpath Tunnel.
Oh, but it's got some great things. Hold on, when we get to the end, I'll do a wee zoom on one and show you. It just goes on. It goes under the A72 road. I mean, what's not to like? But yeah, look at all this stuff.
Give a shit about the A72 road.
I mean, look at these features.
They're just a bunch of silly metal pole things. Look, you said it was the best tunnel in Scotland. Oh man, this is pathetic. This is the worst tunnel I've ever been in. Worst move I ever made, definitely. I mean, there's not even... Look how small it is. It took us 2 seconds to come through it. There's nothing interesting. There's a bloody cycle path through it. There's no side little bits like there was in the other tunnel. There's fuck all here. I mean, this is awful. This is the worst tunnel. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. Oh, wait, no, that's not even the number I said. Get rid of that. That's pathetic. No. 1 out of 10.
So here we are, we're in Lone Head, just south of Edinburgh. Based on the complaints that we got from the Eshiels Tunnel earlier, I'm going to show you a tunnel that's even lamer. Let's have a look. So yeah, this is the Lone Head Tunnel.
It's muddy, it's shit, it's short, it's
It's a cover tunnel, so that's at least one thing it has going for it.
one of these weird planks up ahead.
Basically, it's just a junction above us.
It's just a bridge, is it, really?
It's classed as a tunnel, I think only just. There we go.
And they got these weird cubes. There were some on the other side as well, with vents and some weird detritus stuck in there.
But on the plus side, we're only about 5 minutes tops from something that's actually interesting. So let's go have a look at that.
Right, okay, so is this it?
Yeah, this is the Bilston Glen Viaduct. It might not look like anything from here, but let's go have a look below.
That's stunning.
It's the longest of its type in Scotland, I believe, to have a single span like this.
It's beautiful, really. The Neidpath Tunnel.
I was going to say we're at the eastern portal of the Neidpath Tunnel, but I got my east and west mixed up. But anyway. And just ahead of us is the Neidpath Viaduct, which perfectly complements the grandeur of the tunnel, where something, well, it's even grander, I guess. That's a very bad choice of words.
But tongue-tied. Yeah, well, I like this. I've always liked coming through here because you leave basically a park behind you, quite bustling sort of Peebles life. you come out here and then it's like another world. It's like a remote wee river with a lovely viaduct over it. It just doesn't feel like the same kind of area. Okay, so here we are driving across the famous Forth Road Bridge. Kind of sort of see the rail bridge over there, and over to this side you might be able to see the posts where they're going to build the new bridge. Now, I'm pretty sure when the bridge is complete, some guy's going to come up and he's going to go, well, I can see there's 3 bridges here, but where's the 4th bridge?